welcome to SideKick Power Hour. We do this every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. I have the great honor of being a co-host of the show with one of my best friends in the whole world. It's Joshua R. Pangborn.
Happy Monday night.
Happy Monday night. I started the countdown and I got us all the way into the intro and realized I had not clicked the go live button yet. And
that'll do it.
That will do it. So instead you got the quick countdown and the right to the intro. So sometimes these things happen.
That is the beauty of a live performance.
I don't know if I'd call it a beauty, but that's definitely part of it. Josh, welcome back to another episode of Power Hour. This is episode
93.
93. We are 7 weeks away from 100, and we've got some pretty special stuff lined up for our 100th episode.
We sure do.
So hold on to your hats if you're wearing them. Hold on to your pants if you're wearing them, shoes, whatever it is. Hold on to something.
As Stuart Kiczek once said, hold on to your butts.
Hold on to your butts. It's a very famous Stuart Kiczek quote. Do we have anything that you can tell us about what we're going to be doing tonight?
Absolutely. We have a jam-packed episode where we are celebrating the last of the 4-part musical Dueling Pianos, which we put out this year. And we have a bunch of friends in the house to celebrate that. This is obviously part 4 of what is actually an hour-and-a-half long movie for Skeleton Crew. But when we broke it up into 4 parts for you on YouTube, so you could digest it slowly. And eventually you'll be able to digest it as a whole. Or if you follow us on Patreon, you can watch the whole musical in one solid chunk of hour-and-a-half time by joining us at Patreon.
That's right. Our Patreon Crewniverse members have actually had access to the full-length, hour-and-a-half long musical episode since early February.
I think
or January.
The
last week in January, I believe.
Yes, I believe so. Yes.
Yeah. So that should tell you something. We really appreciate all of our Patreon friends over there who are supporting us. It means a whole bunch to us to have you there. And you can join us, of course, over at patreon.com/sidekick productions. Of course, that brings me to my next thing that I wanted to share with everybody is that we have a question of the week this week.
We do.
Yeah. And so I thought that, our Crewniverse members, of course, are getting the questions of the week an entire week in advance, basically. So there you go. This is the question of the week right there. What is your favorite power ballad? We asked the Crewniverse. John L. Betts, I Wish It Would Rain Down by Phil Collins from his album But Seriously. David Small says Without You, Harry Nilsson. That's a classic. Mitchell Schweikert. Ozzy and Lita Ford, If I Close My Eyes Forever, and he also likes David Small's choice. Josh, we're going to ask the entire Crewniverse this tonight out there. Let us know in the comments below. I believe Josh has created us a little action over here with this.
I have.
There you go. What is your favorite power ballad? And we're going to find out what the power ballad choices are of all of our guests. And I only see we seem to have lost some guests in our backstage area. We did have some other guests there, but it looks like we
have 3 of the 4.
Yeah,
so,
well, we have
2 of the 4.
2.5 of the 4 guests. So before we start bringing in guests, then. Why don't we show the thing that I brought from home to show? This is a
special day for you.
Special day for me. It's my 20-year anniversary with my husband, Robert. So every year I always share this story from my KUTX or the local radio station KUTX, the NPR station here, where we they talk about how I met Robert. And this year I created a slideshow for you to watch while it's happening, so you can see a picture of us from every year that we've been together. So let's take a look here.
I first came to Austin for South by Southwest in 2002. My very first day in the city, I went to a day party that was happening at the Yard Dog Art Gallery. I didn't really know anybody. Nobody had heard of these bands. Some band called My Morning Jacket. But before I got here, I had placed an internet personals ad. A guy answered it, and when I got to the show that day, I called him up and I said, "Hey, I'm at this party, you should come." He said, "Well, where are you?" I said, "I don't know." I went to the corner and it said South Congress and Elizabeth Avenue. He said, "I'll be right there." And about 30 minutes later, a classic Volkswagen Thing pulled up. Behind the wheel was my partner, Robert. It was pretty much love at first sight. I've been to the bottom. I've climbed to the top. He was adorable in that little car and his little hat that he had on and his grin. We've been together ever since. About 2 years ago, when our anniversary was coming around, I got South Congress and Elizabeth Avenue's street sign tattooed on my arm with the lyrics from the Avett Brothers song All My Mistakes that says, "All my mistakes brought me to you." I think it's true. I needed somebody when I found you. We'll be celebrating 12 years together as partners, and it's all because of Austin and South by Southwest. I'm Nakia, and I'm on the Austin Music Map.
So yeah, that was recorded in 2014. In 2015, when gay marriage became legal in all of the United States, I asked Robert to marry me when we were actually, thank you very much, guys, when we were at Disneyland that year. And then I basically told him the only thing that I required was that we keep our original anniversary date of March 14th. So that's been our anniversary date since the literal day that we met.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, I thought so. It's I'm very fortunate and I'm very grateful that I got to meet Robert, and he actually got me. I want to show you this. This is so cute. For our anniversary, he got me the handbill from a different like day party that we went to. He got me that framed, but it was the High Times party at South by Southwest, and Tommy Chong was supposed to make a guest appearance, and he got arrested on the way there. And that's actually, if you remember, he was in jail for a while because he got of all of that. So anyway, that's how Robert and I met. All of our guests are back with us now. So we're going to bring them in as we do one at a time. Of course, you know him, you love him, you can't get enough of him. It's Stuart Kiczek. Hi, Stuart.
Hello, Stuart Kiczek.
Hi.
You're a little blurry.
That was adorable. I can't wait till I have one of those.
Aww.
With, you know,
Stuart's single out there, folks. Just remember.
You could just make your own montage video.
I love myself enough to do one of those.
You should. So. You should. Hi, Lamar. So glad you're here. Thank you for being here. Somebody else is here in the backstage area, waiting her turn so patiently.
Patient.
It's Ashley Monique Menard.
Hey, y'all. What's up?
Hey. I love that you're...
Happy anniversary.
Thank you. I just
realized this calm down flannel version of yourself is quite interesting.
I know. That's what I was gonna say. I love that she looks like she's. Where's the hot cocoa? Like, bring me.
Yeah, this is unplugged, Ashley.
It's on the stove.
Yeah, put on the
acoustic version of Ashley.
Yeah.
Well, Ashley had a lot of stress this afternoon, I think.
I heard she's a bird woman.
It's been a long day.
Yeah.
Real
Yeah.
quickly, Ashley, for those of us not aware,
I was at work and a coworker's like, "Hey, there's some birds in this room," and I was like, "What? Of course there is." So I walk in the room and there's just bird shit everywhere, and I'm like, "Fuck me." So then I'm like, "How do I get these birds out?" And I was chasing these birds, trying to like get a chair and make them go that way, and it didn't work out successfully at all. And then I found some nuts and I thought, well, let me sprinkle them outside the window, hoping they'd go there. Didn't happen. I went downstairs. I got the guy in the building manager, and I was like, hey, can I get some help? He came up, he took the little brackets off. We opened the window, he screamed, and the birds flew out. And it was amazing. And then all of a sudden, a bunch of cars went honk, and I was like, I hope those birds didn't dive.
That's
But
too
we'll
funny.
never know.
We'll never
So-
know, Ashley. So glad to have you back. Feather free this evening.
feather free.
Feather free. And of course, this week's question of the week for both of you, because you kind of popped in and popped out for the backstage area. What is your favorite power ballad? So one of the things that I've been
November Rain.
well, I was going to ask one of you to tell us now so we can get the rest of them later. But Ashley has chosen
Yeah.
November Rain, which is
November Rain.
a primo power ballad. I mean, it's high on my list. High on my list.
So freaking good. Josh, have you ever heard that song?
Yeah.
Moses.
Yeah, it's how I long to see you in the November rain.
November rain.
November rain.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know it.
How I long to see you. Yeah, that's great, right?
That's pretty close.
I thought I know a lot about songs, so
You do know a lot about songs.
I think it's time we bring in somebody who does know a lot.
Speaking of someone who knows a lot about music,
it is Reverend Yolanda. They're with us again.
hello, Yolanda.
And Yolanda, we'll be asking you later what your favorite power ballad is. So get ready. You're muted, so I'm going to ask you to unmute yourself.
Oh, hi.
There you go. So glad you could be with us. First of all, everybody just needs to take this in. Look at this visage of
Look at that
just
necklace.
complete gorge, amazing beauty.
Pristine. She's
Yeah.
pristine.
I mean, that outfit is just so good. That necklace is everything.
Thank you. Well, I'm doing a little preview. I think I'm going to wear this on Friday when me and Ashley sing together.
I'm so glad that you segued right into it, because
How about that?
I could not wait a minute longer. We do want to remind folks that there is a show this weekend. It is the Metropolitan Zoom.
Yes.
And it's going to have Reverend Yolanda, Simply Me, and my friends with Kenneth Gartman on piano and vocals, and of course Ashley Monique Menard as a guest vocalist as well. This is a virtual nightclub experience from a studio Metropolitan Zoom, so you can literally be anywhere in the world to see this. We've got a link for you that Josh is going to throw up right now. Yolanda, tell us a little bit more about it.
Well, I'm so excited about it. It's so I started this idea because I wanted to celebrate my mom's birthday. She's no longer with us. And then I was thinking of her as one of my closest friends. And then I thought, who would I like to sing with? You know, who are some of the people that I really love in my life that are always there for me? And I thought of Ashley immediately, and I thought of Kenneth immediately. And of course, you and the whole SideKick universe, Nakia and Josh and all you. But I wanted to get a nice little group that I felt like we could put together a show easily, and that our voices would blend together. And so the rehearsals that we have been stupendous. And it's so much fun to sing with Ashley, or to do anything with Ashley. But wait till you hear her. We sound so good together. And then I know y'all haven't met Kenneth yet, but Kenneth is my musical director that helped me win 2 MAC awards here in the city with 2 shows. He's an incredible vocalist, an incredible pianist, and music director. So we're gonna have a great time. feel free to get a ticket, and you can watch it on demand. You don't have to be there Friday night at 7.
Ooh, okay, great.
Yeah. So that's a good option for folks that are like, well, it's my Friday night,
Mhm.
but you have 2 weeks to see it. So,
That's
and I
amazing.
was going to say, if anybody that's watching tonight buys a ticket, tonight or when you're watching it or tonight after the show or whatever, just send me an email, Yolanda@yolanda.net, and I will give you a free download of any of my albums or songs that you want, because I really want to share this with the SideKick universe,
That's
with
so
her.
sweet, Yolanda.
Wonderful.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
We're so excited for you and Ashley and Kenneth, who sounds like a wonderful human.
Oh, he's a
Yeah.
doll.
He is.
He's funny.
He's funny, right? You had a good
Funny one.
And very cute in that photo. So
Oh, he's adorable. Like all you bears out there, come see him. You'll love him.
It's fingers. Oh my
Come
god.
for the
him playing
music,
that
stay for the
piano.
ambiance.
Stay for the bear. Yeah. Yeah, those fingers, believe me.
well, amazing. Thank you again for being here, and stick around because we're going to be watching the final part of the Dueling Pianos musical.
Oh.
But since we're talking about fingers, somebody that knows how to point, and we're gonna see her point a few times in a minute. It's Barbara Thomas.
Yay!
Hi, Barbara.
Actually, it's the Disney point.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes,
Oh,
yes. And you know your Disney too, so.
Oh, I know my Disney. I love my Disney. But I'm really glad to hear that we can watch this on demand.
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
my Friday night is filled with babysitting. So my kids can have their Friday night out. I will be with my grandson.
Oh,
So
your
I will-
kids. I thought you were talking about Stuart. Okay.
I'm a
I babysit
handful.
Stuart anytime.
Welcome back.
Oh, we got the Barbara Thomas fan club too.
There you go.
Of
Oh,
course.
that's a plant.
We'll
Thank
take
you,
it.
Izzy. I love you.
Barbara, after we watch the episode tonight, we're going to be asking you what is your favorite power ballad. So we definitely want you to be thinking about that. But before we get started with tonight's episode, we're actually going to play you a power ballad that we think you'll recognize and enjoy. And we're going to do it SideKick style because you can watch this on YouTube anywhere. But since we're so fortunate to have the actress herself with us this evening, we're going to have everybody on here so we can comment on it as we're watching it. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Barbara Thomas in Me, Myself, and Alone. Pointing, reaching.
Barbara, I'll have you know this gets randomly stuck in my head.
I had dreams
Yes.
and ambitions, fantasies of fame.
Okay,
like
Babs.
In the end,
Barbra
I gave it
Streisand
all
over
up
here.
for family
Profile.
and a brand new name.
This
Living
set
your
is
life for
amazing.
others is a joke, a mistake, a regret.
Yeah, the set's really
After all I'd done for them, they still merely forget. Now I'm sitting in the silence, me, myself, and alone, surrounded by nothingness, all my faded dreams and fantasies left unknown.
That's a beautiful home.
good. Oh, Barbara.
It's all green
I
screen.
thought I had a second chance.
Now it is.
Eternity with you, but freed of all the burdens from my past. There's still nothing different or new. I'm begging someone to listen. I'm crying out for help. Can't you hear? Jesus, I can't even cry my own tears. Now I'm sitting in the silence, me, myself, and
Perfect. The
alone.
how
I know all the choreography from this.
Please, if you hear me, let me know. Give me a sign or some sort of signal that this isn't just a one-woman show.
That's how I truly.
If you don't need me, where do I go? Is anybody out there? Hello?
Okay, so Josh and Nakia, you guys are great. I mean, you wrote this. It's really beautiful.
Yeah, but you brought it to life.
You did bring it to life.
Yeah, but you did it. My favorite thing in that whole song. Oh, thank you, CJ. Thank you so much.
Take it all in because they love it.
Totally.
No, but
Captured
I
the
really
whole
appreciate
mood,
it.
the whole
But
vibe.
my favorite moment is when you and I are side by side and I'm doing all the kissing out. But then I have that little moment where I look at you and there's that little sadness part. I love that moment.
I love that too.
Yeah, that's my favorite moment, actually. Thank you.
It's
Anyway.
such a this is one of the ones I just knew I was so excited for you for the performer to get to and perform, and when you did it, I've been excited since it happened. So I just really love it. It's such a and it's hit me differently since we first wrote it to now because of the way the world's gone. Basically.
Yeah, this was written before COVID. Yeah.
So it's definitely hit me differently. And yeah, CJ likes that melancholy moment.
Yeah,
absolutely.
exactly. Yeah.
And back to the music of this, this was one of the songs that I knew pretty early on, like exactly what kind of sound that I wanted for it. And I knew I wanted it to be a very kind of almost hair metal ballad like sound behind your voice. So that's kind of the treatment we gave it, but we also kind of gave it a little bit of the same vibe of like especially with the guitar. Oh gosh, I can't think of the name of it. What's the one? Ground Control to Major Tom. Space Oddity. That song. I really love that. Is There Life on Mars? That one too. So we with the strings, we brought in real strings for that. Andrea, I believe is her name. She played multiple instruments. That's how you do that gig, by the way. If you're a string player, you learn multiple things, and then you're just like, you know what, I can just play all the parts.
You really, I mean, I know what I sounded like. You guys made it sound much better because I'm not naturally in that range, and you really saved me because that was low for me, and I think it sounds much better than I deserve. So thank you very much, Chip.
It's so good.
Fantastic.
No, I'm not looking for compliments. I'm telling you the truth. You made what you can do in post. It's really fun because you're sitting there in the booth and you're recording it, and I know what I sounded like, and what you guys can do in post is really.
Well, Matt Parmenter is a genius for sure. I will say.
Oh, stop, Isabel! It's true. No. I have a very.
I was there, and you sounded great.
No, and I don't want. I'm not saying I'm a soprano, and it was very. So this really was difficult, but you really gave it some tone quality. And thank you, sweetheart. You're a good daughter.
The one thing that I'll say that you had that a lot of other singers, and in fact, I don't know if any of the other singers had this, but Matt was able to actually let you sync up to the video because we had the video already. And so you actually
really
got
helped.
to sync your stuff, and that's why it looks so fantastic.
I couldn't, like Yolanda, it was really interesting because I could watch it and then go back into the booth and record it. So I could tell where there were extra little, I couldn't sing it to the video.
Right.
Oh, okay.
But I could watch
I couldn't
the video.
figure out how to get the video in there. We tried. Yeah.
And it really was fun. It wasn't exactly like voicing to the video, but you could watch it and understand where it didn't sync up.
Well,
and then adjust.
Yeah, we were really lucky that this was one of the videos that that we kind of nailed the first take in terms of editing and everything, so I didn't have to go back and do a lot with. I made some small tweaks at the very end, which that the whole moment with Barbara in the living room wasn't there originally, but I added it just to make it because we had that great sequence and I wanted to use it somehow. So.
Well, don't forget you can stream the soundtracks. We have 3 of them. We have the original cast recording where you can hear Barbara singing her version of the song in that key, and then you can hear my version of the song in a different key on Nakia's vocal version, and then I don't even know which key we put on the sing-along soundtrack. I really don't. I can't remember right now off the top of my head. I would have to just listen to it, but I'm guessing it's probably Barbara's. So
probably, yeah, because I think Matt took away the cast album's vocals for it.
Yeah, well, and then he had to mix it. You have to mix it differently when there's no vocals, because there are things, the vocals take up some of that space that you had to hide to make room for the vocals. So then you have to bring that back in. Yolanda, I experienced some of that with
Nakia? I wasn't taking notes.
When we did the Somebody Save Me, and I remixed that for the show this season.
Yes.
I learned that a little bit more, because there are parts where your voice was there and parts where it wasn't. And, all right.
By the way, Ashley and I are going to sing "Somebody Save Me" on Friday night.
Oh wow!
As a duet.
That song.
It's really
so excited because I love that song so much.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's really cool.
I do think that we actually, I don't know if you knew this coming into it, but I do think that we actually have a clip of Ashley in rehearsal. Oh, there. Somebody save me.
What episode? What episode is Somebody Save Me from?
Episode 2.
Episode 2 of this season. Yeah.
It's the finale of
Two-parter.
Yeah.
I love
it's the Hell House. It's the Hell House song. I asked Barbara. I was like, I asked Yolanda. I was like, Yolanda, do you have any songs that would fit well with a Hell House? And Yolanda's like,
You're like,
I actually do.
I got 3. Which one do you want?
And one of the things that we are actually talking about doing that we will discuss with Yolanda after the show, actually, because I completely forgot about this until just now, is that original sequence was the full length of the song.
Yeah.
So we cut it down to fit into that episode. So one of the things that we had talked about doing was putting that on the Patreon as a Patreon exclusive. Yeah. So there, clearly, Yolanda's all in for that. And don't forget, you can head over to patreon.com/SideKick Productions to join. We would really appreciate it. Now it's time for the show.
Woohoo!
The albums, all of the albums are on Apple Music except the sing-along soundtrack. The sing-along soundtrack, Apple Music does not allow karaoke versions to be distributed by independent artists. I'm sure if I was Sony Music and I had one that would. I know everybody else does. So, but it's time now for the finale of the musical episode, Dueling Pianos. And while you're watching this, over the course of the next few weeks, keep some real positive energy in the air for Dueling Pianos, because Joshua and I this week submitted to a contest, and we don't want to spoil it, so we're not going to say where, but just it would be a really cool thing to happen if Dueling Pianos get selected. So put that out into the universe. And it's a literally, I think, a tailor-made contest for Dueling Pianos. So the deadline was tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow, but we did the application yesterday.
Much better. All right, here we go.
Simon, what are you doing here? I thought you were deleted.
Never mind that. You have to go save Hunter.
Save Hunter? I can't even save myself. What's that for?
To wake you up. Think of all you've learned in your journey through my musical matrix.
Oh, besides how many musicals the real Simon must listen to?
You have to embrace your crown. You can shine brightly if you just let yourself.
I am pretty sure you are confusing me with Hunter. He's the one that everyone notices. I am the one that people replace with younger and sexier alternatives.
Hunter is incredible.
So are you. Hunter is amazing. He is like the sun, and I am something else entirely.
Like what? The moon?
I don't know, maybe.
The wardrobe
Sometimes
is
people
so
want
good,
that.
Josh.
The moon.
I would, yeah,
It's
I
always
really
changing,
loved
always in
what we did in
flux.
this episode for costumes.
Think about what would happen if you never grew, if you never changed. One day you'd wake up and think, my God, I'll never be the moon.
No, that doesn't sound so bad, actually.
Of course not.
Yeah.
I thought my hair was so long in December, and it got even longer.
How can you tell this is a big giant
right
boy?
No, believe me, I know, it's over there. You have to make a left at the white.
Are you sure this is the right one? Oh. Because there's
I'm not
no
sure if
singer.
Are you gonna sing a song?
I don't know if you put the right one in here.
All right. Let's keep playing it for a second.
Oh, come on. I bet you have a beautiful voice. You'd be surprised by the power of music. You don't need words when you have a song to tell someone how you really feel. You know, with the right notes, you might even be able to win over the heart of your true love. I mean, you'll never know if you don't try. Oh, wait, me? No,
Excuse me?
That is a lot of vodka to use to make a point.
Please. Like I'd waste good vodka like that.
Georgie, what are you doing?
Cause you stink. I thought maybe a little water would help wash away the grime. But looks like that's not happening.
What are you talking about?
Man, guys like you're all the same. You act like you're all nice on the outside.
One of the best
Deep
parts
inside,
about editing
you're
this,
something else entirely.
when we were doing the audio,
And I'm looking at you,
I
too.
caught one
Yeah, you-
frame
You're shifty
that was
eyes.
left.
Drake's not just some temporary accessory.
Jason
Girl,
made a
next time you're trying to
face
sell me a
at
bridge.
the end of it. It was so funny.
I don't know what you think is going on
That
between
was
Drake and I,
One of my
but we
favorite
have an
lines
arrangement.
of the whole musical episode.
I know all
He's trying
about
to sell
that.
me a bridge.
And you know what? Something
I
tells me
love that
Drake
line.
knows
I
a
see
lot
you too
more
over
than
there,
you
Shifty.
think too.
Uh-oh.
Well, I wasn't sure if it was going to be you or that Willie he's so hung up on.
I did not hear that front door open.
I love
It's
Hunter
like the
Thor
fire
so
escape.
much.
It's
Yeah.
a thing I do. Are you wearing my robe?
Am I? It was in the bathroom. Listen, Angel invited me over here. I had an itch I needed to scratch. That front door was wide open. Figured a shower couldn't hurt.
I don't need an explanation, okay? We need to talk.
All right. Can I sit down at least?
Yeah, go ahead.
Did this have music in it that's missing? Or does it start playing right here?
There was never
You love
music
him?
in the scene.
Angel's not the
No,
kind of guy you
it
could
revs
love.
up.
His name is Anglicus. And I'm going to stop you right there. Because Angie is the exact kind of guy that you love.
It's right here.
He's funny and smart and nice and naive and generous.
Yeah, he may be all of those things.
He's also selfish, self-centered, and weak-willed. People like you bring those traits out in him.
Oh, those are real kind things to say about a man that you love.
Alex Cologne.
Yeah, well, deluding myself to who he is, it's not going to change him. And me not accepting him for all that he is, good or bad, that's not love.
Those are real fine words. But I don't see you telling him that. So what exactly do you want from me?
I want you to treat him right. I don't want you to treat him like some toy.
He knows exactly what this is, what we are. We have fun, which is apparently more than he gets with you.
Angie is not some thing that you can just take off a shelf whenever you want to have a good time. Okay? The world doesn't fit in the little boxes that you can just open up at your leisure.
Yeah, sometimes it does. It has to. Because that's all like men like me know.
Look, I didn't want it to be like this. I'm not like this.
Easy.
I just want you to leave him alone. You're gonna hurt him.
Sure, whatever. It's more drama than a fucking dick snack should be anyway.
Damn.
All right. I appreciate it.
This is my favorite part.
Oh, if you'll excuse me, I have a fire escape to catch.
What is
I agree.
Many
Yolanda.
people
I
participating
so
in
agree
our
with
break
you.
night. I can't believe how well this is going. A lot of people said you couldn't pull this off, but you did. Really? Who said we couldn't pull it off? Me?
Daddy, please don't leave us.
I am not your daddy.
That's not what you said when you pacified
You're
me.
grounded.
Oh.
You pacified me.
What's up, Father? Out here all alone?
Yes.
This was
I
the
bet you're
first
thinking
scene we
about
started
Drake.
shooting after the pandemic.
You know, would you guys mind going back inside? I really just want to be out here alone.
No. There's no way I'm leaving without you. I'm not leaving without you. I don't. Oh, I just realized I have a free coupon for delivery from that little place I love. Oh, yeah. Anyways, I'm staying. And he's staying. And you. And you. And you.
You gonna love me? I mean, I'm Chaz. I'm gonna talk. What's that?
You know, Father, I wish Chaz had what you and Drake have. Sometimes love's not enough, huh?
What?
Seals the deal, or it's supposed to, isn't it? When two people fall in love, their story goes on and on. Right? That's all well and good, but then why does it sometimes feel so rushed? Can somebody tell me what happens when love's not enough? Sometimes you plan, sometimes you dream, sometimes Lady Luck smiles upon you, it seems. But then you open your eyes and reality is so rough. Can somebody tell me what happens when love's not enough? Sometimes you scheme, sweat, hope, and pray just to get by. Sometimes you do nothing and life seems to go your way. I wish, but then you get struck down again and reality is rough. Can somebody tell me what happens when love's not enough?
I love this song. It makes me happy.
Yeah.
It's
such a. It's like
So why are you and he
it's
spending
a
years
song.
growing old?
Yeah.
It feels good.
It's not. It's neat. It's what you. This is good.
And all of these guys did such a great job with it.
They really
Oh,
did.
yeah.
They're having so much fun.
Can somebody tell me what happens when love's not enough? Love's not enough. Am I enough? I'm not enough.
Now that's what I call a blowjob.
What else would you call it? A throat hug?
Good point. Now back to the music.
David, what have you done with Hunter?
Not me.
Dr. Heathcliff.
We meet at last Anthony, his husband, and his
That
first
hair.
slave,
So
the
short.
one he abandoned.
Well, that doesn't sound like Hunter.
Huh. He left me all because I asked for more than he was prepared to give.
I believe we can dispense with the recap, Doctor. Anthony's heard it all before.
He left me with nothing. But now, all of his former lovers have taken a piece of him to keep forever. And we've even left a
David and Nico are so good.
Yeah, they
Alex
really
and Nico, I
are.
I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy now.
We'll be right back after this break.
Don't be afraid.
Detective Mark Bessem.
You can call me Derek.
Detective? Help me.
These are murder cases, and you want to run around and talk about fairy tales and princesses.
You could educate the world on the great beyond. Instead, you pretend it doesn't exist.
There aren't any monsters, Mark. They're only people. And they're the ones you need to catch.
How do you rise above your hunger?
I'm totally surprised he hasn't eaten you yet. Shouldn't get too personal. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the ship sailed in that one.
Oh, yes, the adventures of a demonologist. Keep the candle burning at both ends.
And of course, Demon Doctor Season 1 is available for you to stream right now. There's also a quarantine episode and a very special Christmas episode. Shout out to Matthew Teeter, who did that amazing Demon Doctor logo. Really, really cool. You can get your own Demon Doctor shirts and Skeleton Crew shirts over at tpublic.com/user/SideKick Productions. Let's get everybody back in here. We're halfway through this episode. Took a quick break there. And this is the second half of the finale. And again, this is a musical episode that's been available since January to our Patreon members. So what is it that MasterCard used to say? Membership has its privilege. Oh, that's American Express.
Don't leave home without it.
Yeah, that's dope. And if you get the Patreon app, you would have us with you all the time. Let us know in the comments below, by the way, if you've heard of this thing called Discord and you'd be interested in a Crewniverse Discord.
I like it.
Awesome.
I was part of a Costa Rica Discord. Oh my God, what's happening? So good.
Karma.
I love it so much.
It's in here.
Sorry, Barbara. This is you lost
I
this
know.
role to the original.
It's okay.
You're not real.
You deserve some
Freud,
screen
you.
time.
No, Hunter's gone too.
I think she captures the moment.
I'm all alone.
She does.
No one and nothing.
Very quiet scene, and she's very quiet.
You're prey.
so-
I took Plan B and apparently I'm not skinny enough for it to work.
You're
I'm pregnant. I'm
the
pregnant.
slut.
I'm pregnant.
Adelina? Oh, Pam. Hey, how are you doing, sweetie? How's your quest to become a therapist coming along?
Good, good. Things are good. Things are really good. Things are great. I feel really good. Things are good. I'm lying to you. I'm sorry. Things are bad. Things are really bad. I feel very overwhelmed and I'm just feeling kind of scared. It's okay.
Yeah.
Ashley is so good.
You don't need to be great. You just have to be you. You don't have to be alone.
I love Kristen in this scene too.
Yeah.
I just thought that a condom was supposed to work. And then I just assumed that Plan B would work, but it didn't. And I just feel like I'm being punished. Do you think I'm being punished?
Probably.
Well, that's not comforting.
I think we all are, though. We're alive. Part of being alive is suffering. It shaped us into something stronger.
Well, you're just saying that because you whip people for a living.
Oh, you heard about that?
I did. Yeah, Gerard and Hunter and Anthony and Angie. Oh my God, they love to gossip, especially Angie.
Yeah, I can believe that. So what are you gonna do?
I have no idea. But that is why I'm here, so.
You know when I'm scared? I oil my leather bustier.
Okay.
Ooh. It's really calming to me. What relaxes you?
Singing.
Well, then sing me a song.
You make these plans for tomorrow. Each passing day you strive to see them come true. While each passing day comes and goes with nothing to show. And those plans, they're lost in the rear view.
all dreams they have to fall.
Apolina, the doctor is ready.
Jose.
Thank you.
You might remember Jose from The Art of Blowing It,
Yes,
both in front of and behind the camera in some cases.
very true. Over at Popsicle Studios in Brooklyn. But he was looking for a studio to rent.
I am kind and benevolent farmer.
He's so creepy.
I have gifted you your loved one's heart.
And he's such a nice guy.
He is. Alex is one of the nicest people, and he plays one of the best villains. Great.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jay Serio.
And that's him playing the ukulele.
And I just want to say to everybody who's
job.
watching, I really wanted Jay to play a whole song on the ukulele, damn it.
Wait,
We'll have to do that next week.
You said it yourself, you gave me his heart. That's all I need. So yeah, maybe Carla's gone, and maybe Hunter is gone. But as long as I wrap their love around me, I will never be alone.
Just look at that.
Oh,
You're
your
shining
tissue's
bright,
ready.
brightest star in all the night. The world is yours, it's plain to see, but that's all closed off to me. There's no shortage of dreams, it's the talent that's rare. You may work till you scream, and there's no point if it's not there. My heavenly body's the moon, reflecting
Next time on Game of
stars.
Thrones.
That's my tune. Can sing on pitch or act
No,
on
this could be
screen.
right out of the late
Forever
60s.
Yeah, totally.
I want to sit in a beat.
So Hedwig.
I want that light in you.
Very Hedwig.
But for
Circus
me
Josh is
that
so
can't be true. You are the sun, celestial sparks, and the moon is always dark. But for all it does and helps us do, its greatest secret is out of view. The moon wants to shine, ablaze on its own, and be the brightest star ever known.
It's amazing.
My heavenly body's the moon, reflecting stars, that's my tune. Can sing on pitch or act on screen, forever seeing, never see.
Mark Eugene Garcia. Star's giving me Andre the Giant vibes. Beard singlet. That's a beard singlet.
My heavenly body's the moon, reflecting stars, that's my tune. Can sing on pitch or act on screen, forever seeing, never see.
Don't you look here?
I see it, Aunt. You'll always be a star to me.
No, you can't do this. It's not fair. I have all the power and I still lose. This place is cursed.
Actually, it's all per your agreement with Anthony. See, there's a fine line between what you wanted and what you got. So, it's your fault. that the curse got placed, and the place got cursed in the first place.
Wait, what are you even doing here? This world is mine. You can't resist me.
Oh, actually, I can. See, Simon had the forethought to install a firewall, so... Daddies?
Debug Daddies.
Debug Daddies.
Wow! That was exhilarating. You two really created challenging situations for each other.
Do you mean we're in Nestor's machine again?
Simon's machine? Why does everyone keep forgetting that part?
Go back. Each other. Complex situation. Do you mean that Hunter wants me to be dating Sebastian Jupiter?
Oh, no, you misunderstood me. You created situations based on your fears for the other person and saw how they would play out. See, Hunter is afraid that Anthony would continue bringing undesirable people into their home and lives, creating an abusive situation and keeping him from pursuing his dreams. Meanwhile, Anthony is afraid that Hunter, with each subsequent conquest, will lose a bit of himself each time until there's nothing left for you in the end.
Do you really think that?
Endangerment, hazards, couples, therapy.
Let him speak.
I hope this journey's been a remedy. And while the results may be exalting.
Eh?
Huh.
There it was.
It's so hard to hide a body in Queens these days.
So hard to hide.
It's hard to hide. Yeah, I mean, Queens is what kind of world is this where you can't hide a body in Queens? I'm so excited for everybody to see Nico in season 2 of Demon Doctor because he is a wonderful, wonderful performer.
Yeah, he's so good.
I agree about you, Vera. That's one of my favorite things that Jay has done to make Hunter just make him more of a rounder character. But he's the one that started calling Anthony Ann, and we just go with it now. I love it.
Oh, I love that.
Yep, they still suck at adulting.
Bravo! There it was, folks. The musical episode of Skeleton Crew Season 5, Dueling Pianos. It was broken into 4 parts for our YouTube viewers that we've been watching them that way here. Of course, if you want to see all of these episodes and pretty much all of the videos that we make, you get to see them first over at Patreon, and we'd love for you to join us over there. Patreon.com/SideKick Productions. Josh, I had so much fun creating this, watching it again tonight. It still kind of blows me away that we were able to take all of the things, all of the ideas that we had, and it still ended up this way. Okay. But it ended up so well done, and most importantly, it's just been so well received. Everybody who watches it loves it.
Yeah.
And I'm so proud of the fact that I got to be a part of it. That I get to be a part of all of this. I said a lot of that at the virtual red carpet premiere. Barbara, for you, as somebody that I don't know that you had done a lot of musical stuff before this, had you?
I had.
You had?
Yeah, I used to. I mean, when I was like 40 years ago, I did all of the Dumb Blondes. And I did Hetty LaRue. I did Philia in A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum. I did Huddle several times in Philadelphia.
Wow.
I mean, I did a lot of them. I was summer stock all the time.
Wow. But
I hadn't in years. And again, I did do Fräulein Schneider once, and that was I had to repair my vocal cords after performing that. But
oh no.
Well, what was it like for you was having so much experience doing musicals on the stage, doing it on screen?
Hard. I don't need a close up. It was hard.
I don't need a close up, but I'll take it.
No, but I mean, truthfully, I don't. It had been a while, since I had sang, and a long time since I'd sang professionally. So.
Well, we're so glad that we got to be a part of that then. Yolanda, you sing professionally all the time, and you'll be doing so this Friday, and people can still get tickets at yolanda.net/simply. For you had, in the process of doing this, you also were working on your own musical. You put on presentations and musicals for years.
Yeah.
Had you ever done one that was filmed aside from music videos?
No, and that's what was so exciting about this, and to see how it all came together. It's funny because I was telling Josh, like, I didn't know like the concept that you guys had, so I was just like, oh, okay, I'm doing this, and then when I saw it, I was like, oh my God, it actually blew me away. Because when you're doing a play, you have the script in front, whatever, you see that, but like, you guys were creating this in a way that I didn't know what the through line was and what the different things were. And I was crying when we premiered it. I was sitting here just absolutely crying. It was amazing. Loved it. Loved every bit of it.
Well, that's awesome. Thank you so much. And thank you, Jason, so much. I don't think you're going to have to worry about that. Josh and I actually, most people, I don't even know if the rest of the cast knows this, but Josh and I wrote pretty much, I would say there's probably at least 10 to 15 other songs that have already been written that we actually started writing at the beginning of 2021. In fact, the first time that I got my vaccination shot, in February of 2021, February 3rd, Robert and I volunteered at the vaccination center, and at the end of the day, any leftover vaccines they were giving to the volunteers for, because you had to wait in line, make an appointment, all that stuff. So while I was parking cars for that, I was coming up with melodies to lyrics of things that Josh was sending me, and then things that I had in my own head that I would just send him, and then he would send back the lyrics. So, and that was probably a good 6 or 7 songs in just that one day. Yeah.
You two are just
Dolly Parton's over here.
Can't even.
Well, also the moral of
Would
the
you say
story is
so?
volunteer. So.
The moral of the story is volunteer, but it's also Josh and I just have this really amazing way that something else happens, and I'm very fortunate as a songwriter because co-writing is not easy, but it is.
Because of Lennon and McCartney.
Aw. Well, so again, thanks everybody for being here. Stuart, I was out of the room because of the dog when your song came on tonight, but I heard as I was coming back, Barbara talking about how it's one of her favorite songs of the show, or maybe it was Yolanda. Somebody said that.
It's Barbara.
And, it is one of my favorites too. I think when I wrote it, was thinking of kind of like, or the music for it, I was really trying to give it like almost like a South Pacific vibe, like and you nailed it. But Josh, do you want to tell the audience what was the original name of the song and the idea for the song that you were going to have Father Anglicus sing?
The original song the really short one.
Yeah.
It was called "Pray for We."
Pray for We. Yeah.
Yes.
And I still have the original demo of that. So who knows? Maybe in the future we might be releasing some of those to Patreon. Stuart,
DJ Angie in the house.
The process of filming it?
The process of filming it?
Yeah.
Stress, anxiety, fear, doubt, and then all of it going away as soon as the cameras were rolling and we really got into it.
Oh.
And then I just became the biggest diva and made everybody's life a lot harder. But you know what? It was worth it because look at the final product.
It looks fantastic.
It's so much fun. Stuart, it is so fun. It's just fun.
I originally,
It is.
I've said this before and I'll say it again, I was very apprehensive about how this was all going to work out, how this was going to pan out. And then as it slowly started coming together, it was like, you have a very solid story. Oh my God, these songs are amazing. This is actually doable. And then you just kept upping the ante as far as making it better, making it bigger, making it more spectacular. And it was very similar to the process I had with the song, which was completely apprehensive, saying, I don't think I can do this. I don't think I want to do this. I think I'll like bring it down. And then you presented me with the song and I said, this is a really good song. And this really sounds like an Angie song. And it's not just an Angie song, it fits into the storyline very well. And it was just like, this is a gift. And I couldn't help, but say, look, I can't let this go. I got to do this. If I don't do this, I'll regret it forever.
I am so proud.
And then day in and day out for months on the train, I was just listening and mumbling to myself of just, I got to get this right. And clearly it was worth it because this all came together spectacularly.
I want to pull this back up real quick because there's a part of it that when you're dancing that I think is so adorable.
Can somebody tell me what happens when love's
I think it's this part right here.
I was trying so hard to get everybody in.
Yeah, but let's just take a look at this one more time. Look at that. Just how cute. You're so cute in the whole thing, but when you're dancing like that, it's just you look absolutely adorable.
Okay, that's my go-to now when I'm on the dance.
We're gonna make a GIF of that and post it on Twitter.
Yeah.
But let's pull up the question of the week, Josh. What do we have? So let's start with we already heard Ashley's answer, and Ashley, of course, chose November Rain. Let's start with Barbara Thomas. Barbara Thomas, what is your favorite power ballad?
Well, I think it's maybe this time from Cabaret.
Oh.
But I also like Let It Go.
Mm-hmm.
And I also like What Would You Do from Cabaret that Schneider sings.
Oh.
So those are my three favorite.
Those are all great choices. I love them all.
What about from the audience?
We've got something called You Don't Have to Say You Love Me.
You don't have to say you love me just because I know. You don't have to stay forever. I will understand.
Sweet Child of Mine.
Oh, I know that one too.
I knew you were
waiting. Oh, I love that.
That's a great song, but I don't know that I would call it a power ballad.
But you'll have to fight with Fried Cub about that then.
It's a little up tempo
That's a
for
good
a power
one.
ballad. It's a good one.
I knew you were waiting.
What about you, Stuart?
Oh, me? All the way, Air Supply, All Out of Love.
Oh, that's a great one.
If there was a backup Foreigner, I want to know what love is.
Yeah.
Which one?
Foreigner, I want to know what love is.
Alone by Heart. So when that song came out, I was visiting my aunt and uncle in Virginia, and I made them take me to a Sam Goody so I could buy the cassette of Bad Animals, and that was on repeat the whole summer.
Wow. I miss Sam Goody. Moving on.
And sidebar,
I worked with Sam Goody.
Mark Andes, who played bass with Hart in the 80s, once told me that they used to drive around in buses with entire cases of Aquanet in the bottom of the bus.
I know Barbara has to jet. So Barbara, thank you so much for being here. We love you.
Well, thanks, Barbara. So glad to have you. And then do we have any other answers from the audience? Purple Rain. I mean, you can't go wrong. It's classic. Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me.
Absolutely.
That's my favorite version of that song.
That's a good one.
Love that.
Is this from Little Shop of Horrors?
Remember you.
Remember yesterday. Oh, Dreams is great.
Dreams, Van Halen.
Yes.
Yolanda, what about you?
Yeah.
I want to know what love is.
Yes.
I want you to show me.
Yeah.
I want to feel what love is.
Yes.
I want you to show me.
Yes, Stuart. Yes.
Well, Josh, that leaves you.
And I'm telling you, I'm not going. From
And I'm telling you.
Oh wait, I haven't said mine yet. So, on the question of the week, on Patreon, I posted that there's so many good ones like "Heaven" by Warrant or Bryan Adams.
Total
Home
Eclipse of the
Sweet
Heart
Home,
totally counts.
Home Sweet Home by
that's a good one.
watch-thru. So many good ones, but my favorite power ballad was the one that really like sucked me into power ballads was "Never Say Goodbye" by Bon Jovi.
Oh,
which was written by Desmond Child, who's one of my all-time favorite songwriters.
Oh wow!
Gay songwriter Desmond Child, amazing. He's written. He wrote "Living on a Prayer."
Oh,
I know that one.
"Angel" by Aerosmith.
Wow.
Yeah, lots of great songs that he's.
Would you love a creature like me from Sister?
Yes, that's a great one. Okay, well, we're out of time this week. We're actually over time, but we had so much fun. Folks, let us know in the comments what you want to see more of. We've still got 2 episodes of SideKick, of Skeleton Crew Season 5 that are left to be watched here. Episode 14 of this season is out on YouTube. Episode 15 of this season will be coming to Patreon in just a couple days. So get ready.
That's right. The last episode of season 5 is coming, everyone.
The last episode of season 5. Lots and lots and lots and lots of great moments with some of our favorite characters in these last episodes. Kudos to the entire Skeleton Crew cast. Again, we were so proud of all of the people that joined us in the crew. We really, really are so blessed to have so many amazing actors who are a part of it, as well as behind the scenes. Pretty much everybody you see on this screen when they have been on set has probably done some kind of work behind the scenes as well. It's just amazing. Everybody pitches in. We're so proud of all of those folks, and I'm so proud to be a part of it all. Every Monday night right here at SideKick Power Hour. Don't forget, this Friday, you do not want to miss this. You can watch it from your home. You can watch it from your phone. All you have to do is go over to yolanda.net/simply to get your tickets. It's going to be a good time. I'm going to be there. Stuart and Josh will be in the audience.
In the studio.
I am so excited.
I'm assuming Dan will be there.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
He will.
Dan will be there.
Well, Dan will be outside. He'll be on the street.
Thank you so much. We're so excited for y'all, and thanks for being here. And thanks again to Barbara, our guest this week, of course, Rev Yolanda. Thank you for being here. We love you a ton. We'll see you next time. And then, of course, the one and only Ashley Monique Menard. Mama, we love you. See you next time. Stuart Kiczek. Oh, we love you, Bubba. Thank you so much. And then it was 2. Josh, another great episode of Power Hour.
Absolutely.
Were you happy to see it the musical come to an end?
I'm never happy to see the musical come to the end, but the good news about the end of the musical is I just get to start it over again. So
that's right. That is right. Well, thanks again for everybody being here, and we will see everybody when we do this again in just another week.
Yes.
I'm gonna go have dinner with my husband.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary to us. And we will see everybody next time. Bye-bye. All things from the SideKick Productions universe. And I thought I was going to forget all my lines. Because it's a body positive show.
I read for the role of Hunter, and
And that's the tea